We're live. I need my water. Ooh. So, like I said, just treat this like a conversation. It's just natural, free flowing.
Awesome.
So, what's up, everybody? My name is Walter Hooper. Good morning. It is Friday. Yes, Friday. And we are here live. As you can see, we're live streaming at the Main Street, Michigan co-working space in downtown Clarkston, Michigan. And it's been a minute since I've traveled to this part of town, but it's always a pleasure. And I'm actually sitting here today with the owner of Main Street, Michigan, the one and only Brandon Still, who has, well, let's face it, he has built an empire with his company. He's expanded to all throughout Metro Detroit. He started out here in Clarkston, then he went to Pontiac, and now he's in Plymouth. What the heck? Like, Brandon is making moves, and it is really awesome to reconnect with him again. So without further ado, Brandon, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, Walter. Thanks for coming back out here. Really appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure and so much fun. I always enjoy chatting with you and having and just touching base and catching up. So uh, why don't you tell everyone that's not familiar with co-working and co-working spaces, tell us about Main Street, Michigan, and what it's all about.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks. So Main Street MI, Main Street, Michigan co-working. I like to say we're boutique co-working spaces. We're smaller than your WeWork or your Regis. We aim for 20 to 30 people at our spaces. And it's shared office space. So we have our hot seat memberships. We have dedicated desks, and we do offer private offices. And we cater to independent professionals, freelancers, solopreneurs, and work from home professionals who are sick of working from home. So we have a great community, and that's really what it's about, is the community we build.
And I gotta say, you definitely build a community here, and I can even today, just revisiting and even just connecting a little bit with everybody here. They're very enthused and they're psyched to be part of this community. And I really think it's attributed to you and what you've done, the atmosphere that you've set right from the get-go. So what inspired you to start and want to be an owner of a co-working space? What fueled that motivation?
Yeah. To start, I did not want to be the owner of a co-working space. I was exposed to co-working when I worked for a consulting firm in Mount Clemens. We had clients in Detroit, and so we got a membership at Bamboo when they were still in Greektown. It was amazing. They did an awesome job of creating community, supporting entrepreneurs. Then I moved out to Clarkston, and I started my own company, and I thought I really wanted to be a part of a co-working space. Detroit was a little bit too much of a drive for me. So I tried to get other people to start a co-working space, and I started to get a little bit of a chip on my shoulder because people kept saying Clarkston is not a hub for entrepreneurship. There's not enough people. And I knew that there were. And so the opportunity came up to take over an 1870s carpenter shop and turn it into a co-working space. Originally, I thought maybe it was a way to pay for my office and maybe get some clients out of it, meet some new people. Quickly, that kind of turned around, though, and I love the whole idea of co-working. I love building the communities and bringing different people together. It's amazing what you can see happen when you bring people of different backgrounds together. So now the mission is to keep building them, trying to find more of these, kind of quintessential Midwest Main Street towns and bring entrepreneurial resources to them, because there's a ton of awesome entrepreneurs in these towns.
Yeah, I didn't know that this was a carpenter shop, you said?
Yeah, somebody from the HDC, I'm sure will see this. That's the historic district, and they'll tell us all more about it. But 1870s carpenter shop, and then around the 20s, it was turned into a general store. Family bought it in the 60s, and it was an antique shop up until like a year before we took over. So a lot of history here.
So what he's trying to say is hit us up, Historical Society, make us history here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fast forward here. So because this is Marketing Minds Meet, we do like to talk about marketing efforts in today's digital realm. Um, where have you seen the most success with engagements, people coming to visit and check out the space? What social media platforms have been the most successful for you? And there's like a, as I just had mentioned previous, just a moment ago to everyone that's here. You can't see them, but they are here. Um, you know, there's so many options now. Where do you see the best uh, turnout for engagements and people actually visiting because of certain of said platforms? Which ones are the most successful for you?
Yeah, there's definitely been two major ones, Instagram and Facebook. Um, Instagram, I was not on Instagram before this. I really wasn't on Facebook that much either. Um, Instagram has shocked me. I've sold office contracts over DMs without ever meeting somebody before. Um, and it's an awesome way to kind of capture, the photo says a thousand words kind of thing, to share what we do here quickly to people. Facebook has been great, especially for events. Like the Social Circle has an awesome Facebook group where we stay in communication and support each other that way. Um, and events have really been big for us. So using social media to get people in for events, it's kind of a barrier-free entry to the co-working space. You don't have to worry about being sold or a trial membership. You can come for a workshop or a music show or something and check out the space with no pressure.
That's very interesting. And you mentioned the social circle, which is where we're at right now. Can you tell everyone a little bit about that? What that's all about?
Yeah. So together with the Clarkston Area Chamber of Commerce, last year we started Social Circle on Fridays. And what it is, it's a peer to peer group where each week we talk about a different social media topic. Often somebody will have a little more knowledge on a certain subject, so um, I'll say they volunteer or they're asked to volunteer to host, and they'll lead us through a different topic. Sometimes it's just a roundtable discussion. Um, we've had some really cool ones, or I thought they were cool. We talked about like bring an example of the last thing you bought because of a social media post, and going around the room you start to realize that there were some trends behind everybody's purchase, and then we can talk about those and try to implement that strategy into our own social media.
That's really interesting. I like that because you're thinking outside the box, and not many people do that these days. I feel like they're trying to fit this mold that the general public is kind of built for them, and so therefore they just want to conform to that. And what you're doing is you're kind of just, I think, kind of like me in that aspect of you're an observer, and you're going to ask questions as why does this happen, why is this trend trending. So to go off of that, we're gonna go down, take a bit of a sharp turn here.
Uh,
So a question I like to ask all my guests, first time and returning, um, tell me something that you don't like about what you do and why.
um, the thing I don't like is I feel like now being supposedly the owner of the space, um, you don't get to enjoy it quite as much. I really love co-working. I love checking out different co-working spaces. But when I'm in here and I'm talking with you, I'm also wondering, are there dust bunnies under that brown couch that Jen's sitting on? And is anybody else noticing it except me? I know there's a couple cobwebs. Um,
It's fine.
so
Everything's fine. It's fine.
getting caught up in the details a little bit rather than enjoying the ambience. I still enjoy it. I love making coffee and chatting with everybody, but um, sometimes I wish I could go back and just come in and work and enjoy it that way, not worry about the other stuff.
It's a blessing and a curse at the same time when you run your own show, especially to the magnitude and level that you've built. It's you, like you said, as much as you want to be there mingling 24/7 and really connecting, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you do have to tend to things that do take precedent, and it's nothing against anybody else. It's just that's just the responsibility that you've taken on. But I don't think you change it for anything, would you?
No, I want to keep going, keep pushing forward, keep growing.
Yeah, well, and that you are.
Mhm.
So, last question. Well, second to last question I have here for you. When you are not building this co-working space, when you're not growing this community, and you are not, doing the things that you're doing to continue to evolve, what are some of Brandon's favorite hobbies and activities that he enjoys when he's got downtime?
Yeah, I love family time. Hiking, camping, outdoors, regardless of the weather. We have plenty of snow today, and we'll still find a way to get outside. Um, we have a 2.5-year-old and a 2-month-old, so it's good to get out, stretch the legs, and pretend like we're sleeping. Uh, but yeah, outdoor stuff in general is what I love to do.
Well, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Family time is always important. Always make time for that, and that's awesome that you prioritize that. I respect that immensely.
Yeah.
Last question, last thing here for you before we log off here. I know it's kind of a quick episode, but we're doing a demonstration. So how can people contact you to inquire about visiting Main Street, Michigan, becoming a member, taking a tour? This is the time now. Plug all of the things, the website. Do you have a phone number, email, social media links? I know I've included some in the description here, so you
Thanks.
can check it out down below. But I want to hear it from the source himself. So go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. The website is mainstreetmi.com. That's the abbreviation for Michigan, MI. Our social media platforms are all at Main Street MI. We also launched a new thing in the last couple months. Would love people's support. It's called the Integrated Life Company. Um,
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, we're bringing together support and resources for entrepreneurs, small business owners, aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners, video, digital content. We're doing masterminds. We're planning a retreat. So would love people's support on that too. And that's at Integrated Life Co. across all the different social media.
Do you know where this said retreat is going to be?
Um, I know that theoretically it is going to follow some of my passions. And it's going to be an outdoor kind of unplugged kind of thing. And I'm really excited about it.
Okay, all right. A little rustic camping. Is that what we're thinking?
It could be something like that.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Brandon, thank you so much for doing this and doing this demonstration for everyone here. You can't see them, but they're here watching and what have you.
I
But
can feel them.
I can feel their presence. But no, Brandon, it's always a pleasure reconnecting and chatting and catching up. I really sincerely mean this. You really have built something really awesome, and you've grown, you've expanded. The people here I think can attest to the fruits of your labor, and it really is inspiring to watch you do what you do, man. So congratulations, and yeah, keep it up, man.
Thanks. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for having
Well,
me.
thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. And if you haven't done so already, if you enjoy this and you want to watch more content, hey, go below, check out all the other videos that we have, and we'll have some suggestions, in post here, so they'll be somewhere on the screen. But as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Follows are free. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And little insider tip: Spotify now has offered video capabilities for podcasts, so you can also watch the videos, the full video episodes on there too. But I'm Walter Hooper. Thank you so much. This has been a quick mini Marketing Minds meet, and once again, Brandon, thank you so much.
Thank you.